Something. JJRockets.
Hi, I am Nick.
Watch Spice.
Bobo.
I'm Mimi.
Tasty Steve.
I'm Ari Neiman.
Bunker Polaroid.
And that's right. I'm Rip. This is SEAesport.
SEAesport.
SEAesport. Make sure you guys represent. Make sure you support your locals, and I better see you all at Rev Major next year.
Hey guys, I'm Black and Blue here with JJRockets. We're going to do the interview for SEAesport. First of all, you are here. You won the OK and the Midsummer Smash Major the last time that you were here. How is Rev shaping up to be?
So I think Rev is a harder tournament than both of those because we have a lot more international talent here this weekend. So it's definitely going to be the hardest one, but I think I can do it. I just have to make sure I'm playing well the rest of my matches today and tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay, speaking of international talent, how has the international scene compared to the Philippine scene in your experience?
Okay, so since the last time I've been in the Philippines, I've traveled around a bit more. So I've been to Taiwan recently. I've been to China twice now, and I've been to Japan, and I've been to Chicago now, actually. So I think within the Asian scene, obviously Japan is number one.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's Japan. Number two, I think, is possibly Korea.
Makes sense.
And then I think Korea, Philippines are pretty close, I think.
Really?
And then after that, probably China, and I haven't really been to Southeast Asia, so I don't know how like Singapore is, which is one thing about this tournament that I'm really excited for. Is I'm seeded to play Techno, who is number one in Singapore, and I've never played anyone from there, so I have no clue what to expect from that.
How about here? And that you've made the top 32, right? Top 32 bracket. Is there anybody you want to play in the top 32 that you're really looking forward to, the matchup specifically?
I think Techno is the one I'd be looking forward to the most, just because, like I said, I've never played him, and I want to see how good he is compared to everyone else. And then I can kind of get an idea of how good Singapore is too. But I would like to get another rematch against Cyforce. Because we played three times now, and each time was like closer and closer. So I think this time would be really close again.
I see.
And I would say those are the two most anticipated matchups for me.
For sure. So you making it to the top 32, you've been playing a few of the pools games a while ago, you made it through. Has there been anything so far in Rev Major that has stood out to you? Any fun moments? Any just a favorite moment so far? It's really early into the Rev Major for sure.
Yeah, it's really early in the moment.
It's like what, 5:30 in the afternoon. We're still gonna go on for a few more hours.
Yeah.
Anything fun happened so far? Anything cool?
I know in Tekken there was the upset of the Filipino player beat the Korean player.
Yeah, John Ding.
Which was that was like a big upset, I think.
It was. You play Tekken?
I don't play Tekken, but it's big in Korea, so I kind of know who the big Korean players are.
Do you play any other fighting games that are present here?
Oh yeah, I used to play Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Really?
And I was gonna sign up for it, but ever since coming to Korea, I don't have my gaming PC that I used to play on. I only have like a bad laptop now. So if I want to play, I'm playing on like really low FPS, like lowest quality settings, so it's not really worth it. So I haven't played it in a while, and then there's like all these new DLC characters that I don't even know what they do. Speaking of DLC
characters, we have a new DLC character announced for Smash coming up. How do you feel about that?
I think he will be a pretty cool character. I don't think he's for me. I never was like into his games.
What makes you say that? Like play style wise?
I mean, I don't know. Just from what I've seen, I need the characters that are like quick and combo based characters that are like Diddy Kong, like Sheik, Joker. And I feel like, I don't know, from what I know, I don't think they're going to play like that.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
Aside from fighting games, do you play any other games? Maybe MOBAs, FPSs, RPGs?
I used to play League of Legends for a long time, but I haven't played in like 5 years. But the only reason I mention it is because every year when Worlds comes around, I always pay attention to Worlds. And Worlds is just starting to happen again. So I'm watching a lot of League right now. But I keep up with like all the other fighting games. I'm trying to think, do I have any other games? And like speedrunning games I keep up with a little
what?
bit. So like I watch a lot of Mario 64 speedruns, a lot of Monkey Ball, but that's kind of been dead for a little bit, unfortunately.
The Mario speedrunning seems to be alive.
Yeah,
right?
it's crazy how like Mario 64, it seems like, I don't know, every time I think that it can't get any better, they figure out new strats and it gets better. So it's always entertaining.
I always see it during
Mario.
the yearly summer speedrunning event that we have here.
Right,
I
yeah.
always see, if you've ever been, have you ever been to?
I've never been to any of the GDQ events,
okay.
but I tune in every now and again. I usually I check for Monkey Ball and I check for Mario 64 and then I watch that.
Just those two, huh?
Yeah.
You are recently sponsored. Would you like to shout out your sponsor?
Yeah, shout out to my sponsor, Rarely Paragon Gaming. You can follow them on Twitter at Rarely Paragon, no spaces. They're like a team based in Chicago. So I'm from Chicago and they're based in Chicago, so it's kind of cool that like
Works out.
Yeah, it works out good. Even though I'm overseas for now, I'll probably be back in Chicago after this year.
So you are officially a pro player now, having a sponsor. How did you get your start being a competitive player in the scene?
Honestly, just going to tournaments. The first tournament I went to, I got bodied. I think I went 1 and 2. Which in hindsight, like, it was actually good that I won a match at my first tournament. Most people don't even do that. But I was playing a lot of Wi-Fi at the time, so it worked out. And yeah, just go to tournaments, play as many people as you can, just get experience against all the players, as many players as you can. It doesn't matter if they're good, bad. The more players you play, the better you'll get.
So we have just a few questions from the community that we asked from. John is asking, how do you train to be a pro? Can you give advice on areas to start for training?
Okay, for me, I've always done a lot of my practice on Wi-Fi. A lot of people will tell you that like Wi-Fi is bad, don't play Wi-Fi. But I think the players that say that say it because they're not good at practicing on Wi-Fi. So the way I think about it when I'm playing a match, if I'm on Wi-Fi, I know I'm gonna SD at like 5% in like 20% of my games or something. Like most of the games, there's gonna be so many interactions that I know will never happen in bracket, and I just know going in, ignore everything like that. I'm more focused on practicing like, okay, here's a new kill setup. Let's try to look for the situations I can set that up in. Or, all right, I'm gonna practice my ledge trapping. Here's something that I watched X top player do, and I'm gonna try to incorporate it into my game. So you can practice doing specific things like that on Wi-Fi, and just practice getting better at those things, and don't really worry about if you're winning or losing on Wi-Fi, because even if you're amazing, you're gonna lose to the worst player ever on Wi-Fi because, I don't know, you got a lag spike and died or something. So you just have to know going in to just ignore that stuff and just work on, find something that you need to improve on, and just go into the games and work on that one thing.
All right. Louis would like to ask, do you guys ever get the urge to go to the bathroom in the middle of the matches? What happened? Any funny stories about that? Like pressure. I'm sure that's a lot of pressure. Like,
yeah.
I have to get this game done quick.
It's one of those things I always thought about, where like, what if this happened in the minute, like,
does it?
Imagine like you're in grand finals. It's like game 1 grand finals, and you feel it's coming on. And then they reset bracket on you. It's going to game 10. Like, that could be bad. It's never happened to me, luckily. But I don't know what would happen. I don't think I've ever heard of it happening.
Well, maybe we don't know about it, but
yeah, I'm sure it's got to have happened to someone.
It's bound to happen to some player, right, playing out.
Yeah, just as far as I know, it hasn't happened to like a top player on a big stage match ever. But maybe it has. I'm actually going to look that up because I'm curious now.
It'd be funny to hear that from pros who had that happen to them. Okay, final question. Carl's asking, how do you cope after you lose a match?
I think it's kind of different for every player. Mm-hmm. For me, when I was like first getting good at Smash 4, I was like practicing a ton, playing every day like 4 or 5 hours, and then go to a tournament, and when I would lose, I would get like really upset with myself because I'm like, I'm putting all this effort into one thing, and then of course when I lose, I'm going to be upset about it. Yeah. So I think nowadays, I don't know, I just go into it with the mentality that I'm just trying to get better, and that each game is like a stepping stone along the way of improvement. So I try not to think about it in the one game context. I try to look at the bigger picture and know that like, all right, I may have lost this match, but here's all these things that I learned from the match, so next time I can do better.
Definitely, you learn from
So,
your losses.
yeah, I try to just take it all as like a learning experience, basically.
All right. So would you like to shout out your socials and your sponsor again?
Yeah, so again, shout out to my sponsor, Rarely Paragon Gaming. On Twitter, @RarelyParagon, no spaces. Follow me on Twitter, @JJRockets, no spaces. You can read my website, JJRockets.com. And you can follow my YouTube, youtube.com/JJRockets. I don't have that much stuff on there right now, but I'm working on it, and it will be there soon. So keep an eye out on my YouTube channel too.
All right, that's JJRockets. I've been Black and Blue. This is the interview for SEAesport. We'd like to thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace. Hi, I'm JJRockets, and this is SEAesport.